Hello, adventurers, and welcome to Grognard and Friends, a D&D live stream where the friends' pictures can be found next to the saying, "And this is why we can't have nice things." And speaking of the friends, let's check out with this week's episode of Grognard and Friends. When last we left the friends, they had exited the sewers of Seven Rivers with the most recent of the missing children, and turned them over to the guard. Okay, friends, you have turned Tommy over to the guards, received your reward, and made it back to the stone's throw. It is now afternoon, you are bathed, and currently sitting at your usual table, ready to relax with some food and drink that doesn't smell like bodily waste. Oh, and Viv has just let you know that she has some personal business that she needs to take care of, and she seems a little concerned about it. As you're sitting getting comfortable, the barkeep Seamus comes over. Gaius, he hands you a double whiskey, he hands Eldred a double whiskey, and he hands Reed a double whiskey plus a mug of ale. And he says, Mr. Reed, this is rainwater ale from right here in Seven Rivers. I know that you like both. I thought we just got this in. I thought you'd like to try it. And then he puts a large pitcher of water on the table with some glasses and hands over some interesting drinks to Nikita and Viv and Butt Trumpet and says, and for the ladies and my little blue whatever, this is a drink of my own make. I call it Seven Rivers Sunshine. I think you'll like it. So, would you like any food?
Of course.
Okay. Do you want me to just have them bring out a spread?
Okay. Everybody, sure. Yeah.
And he says, by the way, you look like you've had a really rough time of it lately. All of you do. So this first round is on me, and I know the routine. I'll keep them coming. You look pretty worn out and pretty beat. Are you going to be hanging around for a little while and staying around for a little while?
Probably.
Yes, probably.
Okay. That from the looks of you, that looks like a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go get some food in for you. Oh, I'm not exactly sure what they have today, but it's usually pretty good, so I'll take care of that.
I like all food. It's all good.
So may I smell Seamus' special drink?
It smells of orange, toffee, a little bit of caramel in it. And what's interesting is by the torchlight, the center of it kind of looks very bright. It's almost like the center of it glows a little bit. It looks like a whiskey, except it looks like it has a heart of light to it. But it's not actually. You think it probably isn't actually glowing. It's more the torchlight from here in the inn. But it does, compared to the whiskeys that the guys have, it does look different. Theirs just looks like, a dark caramel colored whiskey. This has a little bit of a different look to it, and much brighter and actually much prettier.
Ah, interesting. I will take a little sip.
Okay.
And I will take a big sip.
You've both had whiskey. This is really it. You can tell that there's whiskey in it, but all the sharp edges are taken off of it. All the edges have been round down to a smooth, velvety texture that just slides down the throat, and it gives you warmth without burn. It tastes like oranges in the sunshine, topped with a dollop of caramel from on high.
Lives up to its name. Tastes like sunshine.
Well,
Very fruity.
while everybody's enjoying their drinks, Reed kind of looks at everybody at the table and is like, "Is Seamus like our new best friend? He's getting us drinks and everything." I hope Butterbeer's okay though.
Eldred goes,
we-
well, in all fairness, we've been here for a little while, and even in more all fairness, we all look like shit.
Speak for yourself.
What he said.
I look like barely warmed over shit.
Viv raises the glass and downs the whole thing and just kind of rubs her hand across the top of her head, and her eyes begin to fill with a little water just briefly, and just kind of, she looks deep in thought.
I put my hand on her hand and say, I know that it's a whole thing with your family and everything, but it really is a good look for you.
Oh, well, thank you. Not used to it, I guess.
It will grow back. Do not take it too hard.
Okay.
You and me both, sister. This guy is just rubbing his smooth skin. Well, now it's like definitely stubble already.
It's still a little patchy. Some places are a little heavier than others, and there are still a few bare spots. By the way, Nikita, the drink isn't so much fruity as it's the strong notes you're getting from it. It does taste like a whiskey-based beverage, but without all the things that usually turn people off from whiskey, like that burn, that sharpness. It's just very flavorful.
You removed all the good things. I see.
Eldred has downed his whiskey too, and just is like, "Jeez, how are you guys?"
Oh, feels like I was almost eaten alive by sewer slime. We fell down how many holes? Was it 3?
All of them. All of
It's
them.
just, we found a bunch of them. Like, we're not getting compensated. Those guys that went down there, they're definitely going to die. I didn't notice a healer amongst them. Did anyone notice if they had
That
good
could
stuff
be
on
bad.
them? We could probably get some
You
good
saw
stuff
their
off their
gear?
bodies later.
Oh, dear.
I mean, it wasn't bad compared to what we got on right now. Yeah, they got great gear. Oh,
Seamus comes over and says, "The food order's in. I think it's they're going to bring you out some stew and also some mutton." And I could tell from the bar, and he puts another double whiskey down in front of Eldred and another Seven Rivers Sunshine in front of Viv, who just goes and downs this one too. And he goes, "Okay, another one coming right up." And he turns around and goes,
Spasiba, that means we like it.
So much!
Remember, go slowly now. Everything is just, yeah.
She goes, "This
Yeah, good
doesn't
luck with
taste
that
anything
one."
like I thought alcohol would. I thought it would, like, hurt."
normally it does.
Yeah.
No, drinks are wonderful.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think that this is, it's making today a little easier, I think.
Today was a little shit.
Well, today was a
Read,
lot of shit.
Yeah.
Reed drinks up, and then he says, "Well, I know what I'm doing with my gold. New armor, new weapons.
Eldred says, "You just lost some studs." Wait a minute.
It's all messed up."
That
That doesn't
sounds
sound
weird.
right.
It's
Right.
some metal.
So, okay, I'll rephrase that. Reed's going to go out and look for some studs.
Much
There you
better.
Okay.
You nailed it there.
Okay.
I don't know. My
I'm
armor is
eating
kind of
Nikita.
smelly.
That's so funny.
It's, how advanced is your humor in terms of sexual organs?
Wait, hold on.
Okay,
I
so
think I
don't
have
worry about it. Not funny.
I think I have a pamphlet on that.
I should hope so.
My eyes just bulge out of my head.
I'm kind of
shit.
kind of not.
Shit, I lost my Birds and the Bees pamphlet. I'll just have to remember it from scratch, and guys just starts drawing like cartoons
No,
on
what are you drawing?
napkins.
So anyway,
Yeah, what's left of my armor kind of smells like the sewer, so I don't think that's coming out this time.
Not
Let's get a good
anytime
deal on
soon.
some.
well, I've heard that there are axe wielders who are creating this body spray that's the equivalent of taking a nice bath. So I'm sure if you just spray that on your armor every day, it would be the same thing as keeping it clean.
Have you
spray
ever
it?
I don't
smelled
deal.
an axe wielder?
Seamus comes over and puts another one in front of Viv. And she immediately takes to it. Doesn't down it right away, but immediately takes to it. And says, "Can I ask what happened?"
Who wants to take this?
Anyone?
So we
Have
were.
you been in the stores? Have you been? Who is asking? This is
Seamus.
Seamus asking.
The bartender, yeah.
Have you? Have you been in the sewers, Seamus?
Literally or figuratively, I am a bartender.
Literally.
But
Oh, well then, absolutely not.
And we'll leave it there, shall we?
Ooh,
Because I can
shit.
give you color pictures in your head, and you will not like them.
It's
Okay,
not
who's
like-
ready for another drink?
It's not like we
Me.
were like there for fun. We were trying to find kids. Because we're heroes, and the
Wait a minute.
sewer-
What?
We were trying to find lost kids, and this
Lost
sewer
kids.
slime landed on us, and we fell down holes, and there was like poop, and it was just awful.
The tentacle monster with the big mouth.
Yes, it was so bad, and but we found
Very
a kid,
unpleasant.
so we did
Ooh.
some good.
Wow, my drinks are stronger than I thought. Let me get you another round. He goes,
That's a great idea.
His
Alicia.
drinks aren't strong enough, and they never will be.
We could not
Just
handle
give
the
us your
strongest
best
drink.
cleaning solution.
I have the constitution of 4 men.
Eldred says, all that aside, what's the plan now?
Oh God. Well, a little R&R for the day, but then we got to pass that message on that the Cavendish gave us.
Yeah.
Definitely do that because we said we would. We need stuff.
I still have the golden wall thingies from the haunted house, Stradavernius house. If we visit Sparklebottom, she might give us money for them. Even more money for more better gears and protection.
Golden wall sconce. Yeah, I mean,
There's also the market, or over
Yeah,
in the
just-
artisan district with maybe there are jewelers as well as metal workers and such there.
Yes.
Exactly. We can see what we can do with those.
Although thinking
And it
I
about
will
it,
help.
completely forgot about it.
the metal workers are probably used to getting things base level and wouldn't give you the money for the craftsmanship, I'm thinking.
This is a good point.
But the market,
Yeah.
usually, some people, you can find all sorts of people who buy and sell stuff there.
Dak?
This
is
hope
why
it's
I
okay
mentioned
for me to
sparkle
come back to the
bottoms.
market. I'm just saying, I hope it's okay for me to go back to the market, considering my last
Oh, yes.
time there.
Eldred says,
We'll have
as
to make
long as
sure
we're
you-
around you, I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm just concerned about maybe you shouldn't go with us to down to the docks.
Yes. That would probably.
Especially
where the
without
people-
extra. That could be problematic. Dak.
Seamus comes around and gives everyone another round, and you notice that Viv had downed hers, and she's looking, beginning to look a little glassy-eyed.
Whoa.
Viv,
If
you're
you're-
looking besotted. Do you want to
If
do a
you're
lay
going
down?
somewhere, you might need to be careful.
The whatted?
Besotted.
Oh.
Drunk.
Oh.
Yeah, that one.
Oh. I've never been drunk before.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
It can start
Seamus.
very, very fun.
Seamus, trumpet bucket.
Adventuring's all about new experiences, they say, right? And
Sometimes.
she starts drinking the new round.
Oh boy.
Has the food shown up yet?
It's about to. Yeah, you see
Oh,
a
good.
couple people going into the kitchen, and Seamus leads the way, and then Betty's behind them, and Mrs. Wiggins also comes out, and they bring a number of trays out and put them on the table, and there's a large leg of mutton, a bowl of stew, a big freshly baked loaf of bread, and another little tray with cheeses and grapes and things like that on it, and a whole bunch of plates and cutlery for all of you.
I start to nudge a little bit of like the bread and such towards Viv and say, "Here, you might want to have this. If you don't eat and you keep drinking, it could end terribly. And you need to be responsible about these things." And then I continue drinking my Seven Rivers Sunshine quite fast.
Okay.
There's irony here that I feel like pointing out briefly, but I'm not going to stop it.
I look at Butt
Continue.
Trumpet and I say, it's easier for me to force feed you than it is her, so don't be getting any ideas.
I sheepishly nibble on a piece of cheese.
There we go.
Yes.
Well, the food is very good, and the drinks keep coming. All of you are beginning to feel no pain, and a lot of you are even beginning to forget the day a little bit. You're all beginning to feel a little hazy, including you, Gaius, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Because you're about on your 7th or 8th double whiskey at this point. You're feeling it as well.
The adrenaline has worn off and the PTSD is...
No, that's at bay thanks to the whiskey. Plus, my other PTSD is fighting my new PTSD, so it works itself out.
Oh, jeez.
So
Yeah.
we'll-
not follow this arithmetic.
We'll say it's early evening. By the food is all gone. There was a bone left on the platter. The bowl has been sopped clean with a second or third loaf of bread. The cheese and fruit are mostly all gone. And you look over, and Viv has put her head down on the table and seems to be you think sleeping, but some of you have heard rumors that elves don't sleep.
Should we schlep
Whoever
her
is
into
near her,
bed?
check
And
for
that-
a pulse.
As you're doing that, Seamus comes over with another round and says, one of two things. I can take her up to her room if you give me the key, or if one of you wants to accompany me with the key and take her up. This way she's not just left here. It's up to you.
I'll give you a hand.
Okay, great. He goes over and very gently picks her up and puts her over his shoulder and says, "You want to go in her pocket and grab her key there, or?"
Yeah, I guess so.
Wait a
I
minute.
am her
You know
doctor.
what, Betty, come along, will you? Because Betty has a universal key. The three of you take Viv up to her room, put her down into bed, lock her in. Viv brought a bucket to put next to the bed. They put her down on her side, lock the door, and Viv says, "I have to go and take care of another room since I'm up here." And Seamus goes, "Okay, well, I better get back to the bar." Starts heading down.
All right.
So you're up there alone in the hallway, Gaius, and you noticed when you went up, the stairs were a little more difficult, and they seem to move a little bit more than you're used to.
Hey, I'm gonna go to bed. Just yells down the stairs and kind of just stumbles to his room and unlocks the door.
Okay.
I look around for that bunny. Where are you at, bunny?
You don't see him.
I don't care.
Okay.
I'll bite it in half if I need to.
Okay, you get into the room. It takes a few times because the keyhole seems to keep moving on you, and you finally just plant yourself. You're about ready to plant yourself into bed when there's a flash of light in your head, and the first thing you see is this very attractive woman with long black hair and milk-like skin with bright brown eyes, and she's standing next to a cart smiling at you, and she seems to be handing you some food. And just as you're about ready to take it, there's another flash of light. And you find yourself in the fog cloud of the eastern districts. And you hear the running of footsteps, what sounds like the creaking of metal. And you find yourself following after it. Just as you see a grate crash down that amongst some tall grass, and you go down the ladder into that as faster than you've ever gone down these things before. And then there's another flash of light, and you find yourself in a cave covered with ice and snow, and you're suddenly very cold. And the next thing you know, you're asleep. Okay, back down in the bar.
Well, if guys is going to
How are
sleep,
the rest of us looking?
I think my bunny's still in your room, right, Eldred?
I haven't been up there, I assume so.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the last we had left him there.
I'll go check in a minute.
Okay.
Let me just finish this ale.
You see Eldred kind of weaving a little bit there and goes, I'll go check.
No,
He gets over and the chair falls over and he starts kind of doing a zigzag S shape towards the stairs very slowly.
maybe I should go help him.
Okay, you find that you're in much the same shape there, Reed.
Well, I'll do my best to be
Okay,
his cane.
The two of you kind of help each other up the stairs, missing the periodic one and stopping, and you've come down in the tavern. The two of you notice more than once the two of them leaning back, and you think they're going to tumble over, but then they correct themselves and go forward and kind of crawl up the stairs together, and then they're around the corner and gone, and it's just Butt Trumpet and Nikita now at the table.
And then there were two.
Looks like we did pretty good with the food. How are you feeling? Right. Our turn.
One might say walking on sunshine.
I will try to get up and carry Butt Trumpet somehow, probably piggyback.
Okay. Butt Trumpet, you're up there, but because of your condition, you're kind of forgetting to hold on at times. So
Oh dear.
it's every now and then you feel like you're going to fall back, and you get a grasp of an ear or something, or right around the face. Like when you're on the steps, there's one point where you put your hand over her eyes because you feel like you're going to slide off. And the two of you, it takes, with you there, it seems to take the two of you going up the stairs twice as long as the guys.
Oh jeez.
But you seem to make it. It's a slow process.
This is understandable. At least I didn't drop you down the stairs or whack you into anything. You didn't have to grab my nose so much, though.
But Trumpet, she's saying this as she's leaning up against the wall and the banister with your face pressed into the wall.
It's fine. I'm sorry.
All good. Can I find our door? Am I?
Give me a perception check, we'll say.
Oh, gee.
Why do I ask? Why do I freaking ask? Not bright. You're kidding.
You find your room without a problem.
Yoo-hoo!
And what I'm going to ask is if Nikita, Butt Trumpet, and Reed could take off their headphones for a second. Gaius,
Yes.
you were sleeping. You're out cold, and all of a sudden you feel fuzziness on your face, or something like fuzziness, or
Son of a
you're not
bitch.
sure what it is, but you gradually are kind of half asleep, half awake, and it's like tickling the inside of your nostrils a little bit, tickling the inside of your mouth as you're snoring away.
I reach out and snatch it with my hand.
We won't switch over. Just roll me a 20-sider to see how, and do it with disadvantage because you still are kind of basically somewhat inebriated.
1 dice roll, which is, of course, at 20. So let's see. That'll probably be a 1. Called.
Okay, a couple sway, and you just can't get a grasp on this thing. So, but it
All right.
keeps.
I guess I'll die in my sleep.
No, you're waking up though. Just you're real groggy.
Yeah.
So it continues to tickle the inside of your nostrils and your mouth, and seems to be doing circles around your nose. And
Just flail out again.
okay, it disappears for a second, and when you stop, you think you're about ready to maybe doze off again, and it starts up again.
I open my eyes and get up.
Okay.
Like, what? What?
You
What is this?
You see a feather in front of your face, white waving around.
Is it magic? Is it, or is someone, like, I have it in their hand?
No, it's just floating there.
Okay, just, like, slowly reach out and try to grab a hold of it.
You got it. It was still and wasn't doing anything. It just let you take it.
Looking around, no strings, no people.
Well,
Get up.
give me a perception check if you can.
Maybe there are people. 13.
Okay. The room's kind of dark. There's a little bit of light coming in the window, but some of it's blocked, and you hear, finally, you decided to stay in for a night, huh? You're a hard person to catch up with. You're Mr. Late night, early morning sort of person.
Which point I cast light, but not too bright, like just a dim candle amount
Okay.
in the room.
You see a familiar face leaning, kind of sitting partially on the windowsill in your room, of the open window.
And what do they look like, Paul?
It is Dane from the Magic Gang.
Oh, hey. Long
Yes.
time, no mischief. What's up?
Oh.
Ugh.
I got your message that you wanted to see me. I've been swinging by for the past couple nights.
I apologize. It was originally in relation to a disappearance that I had wanted to talk to you about because of your connection with less than legal people, I would say. It's also come now to my attention. We're kind of trying to find the missing kids,
Well, I've
and
heard
there
about
is
that.
something, and there is something magical in relation to the disappearances, almost like a siren call is drawing them in. And I don't know if you guys are aware of specifically anything or have heard anything. Your history you might have history of the city that I'm not aware of. That's kind of, it was a twofold reason why I was wanting to ask, because we had a decent conversation the last time, so I figured if you guys had heard of anything, do a favor done for, that kind of thing.
I've heard about children going missing, but I haven't heard anything about anything magical in regard to it. But you piqued my curiosity. I may have to do that.
Yes, please, because this new information, literally, we found that out when we were down there. Hence, the out all the time kind of thing.
I see. Okay, well that's a very valid reason. Okay, so you really don't, other than just if I turn anything up, you really don't need me for anything then.
Well, it was originally in concern with a contract for somebody that was to be captured and then was kidnapped, but that kind of was rectified on its own.
Oh, you're dealing with a lot of missing persons, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of seems like it's our thing right now, apparently.
Huh.
But yes, so my contacts in the world of crime, I hate to say it like that, is kind of not great. And you guys are the only ones I kind of interacted with a positive nature. So I figured, hey, I could ask them. They seemed upstanding enough.
Okay, well, I'll check out that magic siren's call, as you call it, and see if I hear anything, or you know.
Yes, much appreciated, because we just found one kid that had been the most recent one to go missing. All the earlier ones we haven't found yet. We kind of found him like in the process of going somewhere. And needless to say, it was a long and arduous journey that did not go well for us.
Yeah, you're looking a little rougher for wear from how I remember you.
Yeah, no, not nearly as handsome as I usually am. That's what I'm known for mostly.
By the way, you smell like a distillery.
Thank you. It's a new scent that I'm trying instead of sewer. So,
Well, I guess it is a upgrade from that. Although if you hit that hard enough, you might be right back with the first one.
well, I know my limits. And
Right.
that's why I went to bed earlier than usual.
Gotcha.
And then I got magically tickled awake.
Well, we all have our gifts.
Yes. But I appreciate you trying to respond to me in a timely fashion and repeatedly, apparently.
Well, it's not often that you can get a group of adventurers who might owe you a favor, so it's always something to keep in mind.
Exactly. You know,
First,
one
your
hand
pants.
shakes the other.
Oh, by the way, here are your pants you left, and toss them on the bed.
Thank God. I need more of these, apparently, now. I figured it was a good joke, but, yes, I apologize for being out so much. Just been very busy recently. These past 3 days, and trying to, like, figure out how long he's been in the sewers. Like, carry the two. It was just shit everywhere. Literally and figuratively.
You're saying that like you're surprised that was what was in the sewers.
You're right. I'm not from a big city, so I didn't realize the scope of how bad it was.
Ah, well, that's fair enough. Okay, well, if there's nothing else, I have other pants to return to strange men in bars that I don't frequent, so I am going to take my leave of you, and now you know how to get a hold of me if you need to.
Excellent. Thank you.
You have a lovely hangover in the morning, and we will meet again, I have a feeling.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay.
Bye now.
Bye. Gaius and Reed, if you could remove your headphones for a minute, I'd appreciate it. Butt Trumpet and Nikita, the two of you are kind of face down in your pillows. You and the normal one, Nikita. Butt Trumpet, the one at the end of the bed. I need both of you to give me a Constitution check. And I'm going to be honest with you. You need to roll low. You need to miss this check.
Normal or disadvantage?
We'll do normal.
Oh boy.
Ah.
Eh?
Very good. Very good.
Finally!
Now I need the two of you to give me a perception check.
And do we need to roll low or high?
You need high for this one.
Perception?
Yes. Ah. Okay.
Hey!
Very good.
Nice.
high five on the thing our characters don't realize we're doing.
Exactly.
Okay, the two of you are in bed, fast asleep. You hear a squeaking. You hear a squeaking, and you also hear some clicking and scraping of metal on wood. Butt Trumpet, you wake up to the sound of some clicking and creaking in the darkness of the room.
Nikita.
Do you hear that?
Yes, I hear creaking and I think some scratching.
Pack, this is what I'm hearing. It's a clicking metal on wood. What the fuck? Do we have any light sources in here?
Well,
Hold on. I potentially, looking up at the sky at the potential god that runs this world, I could potentially cast dancing lights.
you potentially could.
I sure would like to.
Okay, so you cast dancing lights. Great.
Sorry.
No, that's
You
okay.
said-
The lights, there are these dancing lights that go on in your room. What you see is in the window and right at the end of the bed and in the doorway, you see these halflings. And the one right at the end of the bed is reaching for Butt Trumpet. And when the lights go on, all of a sudden they all look very surprised. And the one at the end of the bed immediately grabs for Butt Trumpet. Butt Trumpet, give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
I would like to shout and try to jump on top of him if I get the chance.
Okay.
13?
13. Okay, he's having a hard time getting a hold of you. He's got his hands on you, and at the moment you're struggling, but he doesn't seem to get a good hold on you. Nikita, which one are you trying to jump on?
The one that is grabbing her.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check, please, to see how you do. He rolled horribly. You get the spring of the bed, you dive over Butt Trumpet, and hit this guy full in the face and shoulders, and the two of you go down like a ton of bricks on the floor, and you're on top of him at the moment.
I'm also shouting at the top of my lungs, basically something along the lines of, "The fuck is this?"
They're fucking real!
And we're going to roll initiative.
Oh, great.
Come on, baby, let the good times roll.
And
Oh yeah. Oh.
okay.
Okay.
So they
Let's
get to
see,
go
so-
first.
Goody.
They draw their
Yeah.
weapons. This one right here takes a swipe at you, Nikita. Now you do not have any armor on, right? Okay. Does
Correct.
a,
I think I'm at sorry?
I was going to say, does a 12 hit?
I think that is the top. I'm either 11 or 12 without the armor and shield. What does that happen? So I'm going to say, that hits.
For 3 points of damage. And this one comes over and tries to grapple you, Butt Trumpet.
Yeah.
So you can either give me a strength check or a dexterity check. I'll leave it up to you.
Let me debate that ever so briefly. Definitely not looking at what would be more beneficial to me. I'm gonna try dexterity.
Okay.
18!
Okay. Oh, this guy rolled 14. So you're kicking and pushing him off, and he's not able to get a hold of you.
That's right!
Good job.
And the one beneath you, Nikita, he's hopeless because he's trying to get away from you or get out from under you, and he's He rolled a 1, so he's just flailing.
Ha! Suck
You
it!
fucking stay down.
So, Butt Trumpet, it is your turn.
And since there's the 3 of them, I'd like to cast Magic Missile and aim a different one at each of them.
Okay. Well, go ahead and roll 3 4-siders.
I just realized I could potentially, just roll the damage ones, because that's the one. Silly me.
It's all good. You were woken up from sleep.
Well, you're doing pretty well now. Well,
Okay,
sorry.
we got a 3, a 5, and a 2. Thanks for that.
Actually, I think the first one was a 4.
Oh,
Because you rolled a 3.
Duh.
perfect.
Okay.
2 out of 3 literally ain't bad.
Yeah. Nikita, is your turn.
I will keep. I will focus on that one in front of me. I'm going to assume I'm keeping the other one down.
Okay, so you're going to stay kind of sitting on them, or...
Yep.
Okay. And you didn't mention grabbing a weapon. Did I miss that? Okay.
Nope.
What are you doing?
I'm fighting unarmed.
Okay. Do you have any unarmed combat specific skills?
Oh no.
No?
Other than nothing special. No.
Okay. Then just go ahead and roll the hit. And tell me what you're doing.
Okay, I am going to. There it is. Halfling. I'm sitting. I'm going to punch him. I'm going to aim for the midsection, maybe knock the air out of him, hopefully push him back a little bit.
Okay.
Attack, you said, duh?
Yes.
Okay.
Whoa! Awesome.
Do not
Fantastic.
fuck with me.
You get, what's your strength modifier?
That is a +3.
Okay. So the way this works is an unarmed strike is going to do 1 point of damage plus your modifier. So that would be 4,
Okay.
but because it's a crit, roll another 20-sider to make sure, basically doubling it would be a 5 instead of a 4. But if you do a critical hit by getting another 20, that changes everything. Okay. It was worth a shot. So 5 on this guy.
Nice.
Okay, you get him just in the stomach. He goes and kind of bends over a little bit, and it's like, ugh. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to do, Nikita?
Because I am sitting on him, I don't think I'm going to be able to, unless can I reach for my sword, grab for my sword? Is it close?
That would be an action. I'm going to say that
Right.
I'll say it was somewhere on the bed, but it would be an action to do, I'm going to say, in this particular case.
So next turn.
Next turn.
Can I yell again in terms of...
Absolutely. That's a free action.
Yoo-hoo! I'll start yelling for Gaius and Reed and Eldred and anyone else who can hear me.
Okay.
And Eldred, bring the psychotic bunny!
Oh no, it's just a wee bunny, isn't it?
Look at the teeth!
Look at the look at the bones!
We have asshole halflings! We could use a hand!
Things suck in here!
What?
So, Gaius and Reed, both of you roll me a Constitution save, and you want to roll low.
Oh boy.
11.
Okay, that's good.
Of all
Okay.
the times for the dice to be on our side.
The two of you hear from the room next to you, which you know is Nikita and Butt Trumpet's room. You hear Nikita screaming at the top of her lungs for you. And you're hearing banging against the wall and that you share with them, and it's pretty chaotic at the moment. Okay, back to their turn. Butt Trumpet. Give me another dexterity saving throw, please, as this guy is looking to grab you again.
Bitch. Woo! I do not think so.
Denied.
Gaius and Reed, you wake up to not only that, but then all of a sudden your butt trumpet going, I do not think so. And you
I
hear
think
bells.
we need to help them.
I do a
bells for some
backflip
reason.
away.
They rolled a 2, so basically we're going to say this one dove for you and is landed on the ground next to...
Oh, what?
next to Nikita.
Oh, this is like Winter Yule. I'm getting presents.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm running over there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez. And this one goes to hit you again, Nikita, but rolled a 1. So he ends up, you see as he slices the blade down towards you, just as he's about ready to hit, shortly before the other guy comes flying over Butt Trumpet, lands on top of you, and he hits him square in the shoulder with the blade, and blood is pouring.
Excellent hit. Do it again.
Nikita, give me a dexterity save to see if you take damage from this. Not from the sword, but from when he dove on you. Okay. Yes, he does. He rolled a 19, so
Damn it.
take 2 points of damage from him landing on you. You seem to catch his knee in your chest, we'll say.
You suck.
I'll hold on to him. You stab him again.
We're missing it, guys. We're missing it.
Did wait
And the
our
guy-
turn in the initiative order, friend.
The guy underneath you, Nikita, is still just hopelessly. You're like sitting on his chest, and he just can't do squat.
Damn straight. Now
Okay.
imagine if I was wearing armor. Ha!
So, Butt Trumpet, we're at the beginning of the top of the order. It is your turn. You're on the edge of the bed. You could definitely move to the other end of the bed if you wanted, or off the bed, or on top of them, or whatever you want to do.
Okay, so from what I'm looking at, I'm trying to make sure that it's accurate here. Which one is closest to me? The one that's grappling with Nikita, or the one that's a little bit more over?
The one that kind of partially fell on Nikita. The
Okay.
one that dove for you.
I will hop off the bed and make my way toward the one that dove for me. And I'd actually like to, I still have my dagger. I'd like to get a good stab at his ankles.
Okay, here's because it's a dog pile there, I'm going to give you this opportunity if you wish, okay? You could
Okay.
actually spring off the bed to stab the one on top of Nikita, but you can land on the one underneath Nikita.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Double whammy.
So,
I prefer the term dwarf pile.
I'm sorry, being that there's a dwarf pile in front of you,
It's all me.
go ahead and give me the first roll to hit for the one that you're looking to stab.
Shit.
Is that a 12?
12.
That
Yeah,
hits.
it's a 12.
That hits.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should go in there anymore, Reed.
Roll your
Guys,
damage.
Reed! Get your
I don't
asses
feel
in
comfortable.
here!
Oh, what? Phrasing.
4.
Okay.
You too, Eldred, with the evil bunny. And Viv, if you
What the fuck is
Seriously?
going on?
And now roll me a dexterity check to see if we'll say that we'll use that for your attempt to kind of land on the face of this this one underneath Nikita. 18.
18.
I would say that definitely does it. So what is your strength modifier? Not that it's going to be much.
Cruel reminder. My strength is -2.
Okay. Well, then we'll say that you do a simple 1 point of damage on his face as you land on him.
Oh, you got
The
something
face.
right there.
And is there anything else you would like to do?
Well, I think I've already done anything that would count as an action and so on. So I'm good for right now.
Nikita, you have one beneath you and kind of one partially on top of you, kind of between you and the wall, struggling. His face is partially in the wall. He has a sword in his clavicle that's being removed as you speak. What would you like to do?
I don't know if this is possible. Can I grab the one who stabbed him? So I guess that's this one, the one in front again.
Yes.
Can I grab him and pull him forward so he keeps stabbing him?
Give me a dexterity check on that.
Oh, this would be so cool.
You know what? Give me a to hit. Give me a to hit.
Like unarmed to hit?
Yeah. So that see if you grab him, and then as the bonus action, we'll have you pull. Okay, you got him. Now, I'm going to say, give me another unarmed strike with advantage, since the sword is already kind of in there and you stopped it from being removed, to kind of pull it in deeper.
Oh, come on.
Unfortunately, when you went to pull it, kind of helped pop it out of the wound there. But it's still right around there, and you still have a hold of the guy's arm. So he's going to we're going to call that a grapple. So you're sitting on top of one. You got one pressed up against the wall, and you got one held by the arm who can't seem to go anywhere. All without armor or weapons.
Guys,
Yeah.
we are kicking serious ass, so if nothing else, get in here to see how cool this is.
I've got 3 of them myself. This is awesome.
Gaius, it is your turn.
Oh, phrasing. I'm gonna move. There we go. Oh, they have friends outside. At which point, guys barrels into the one in front of the door here.
Okay. Are you doing Tavern Brawler?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
So I kind of just slam him bodily up into the wall. Real good, like.
Okay. So you'll throw him
the
into the
14?
opposite wall?
Yeah, just kind of grab him and throw him against the wall.
Oh, I thought you were going to like
basically
steamroll him.
it's a strike.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a
Okay.
like kind of roll up rugby and then slam him up against something.
Okay.
This is just flame.
Do the
14 to
damage
hit.
for it.
All right, 7 damage,
Oh, very nice.
and then with my free bonus action, I should say, I'm going to grapple them. So basically, they just can't run away or whatever.
Would a 10 save on that?
Guess what would just be a strength off, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll roll strength real quick to combat. And 18, so no. He is...
Okay, so he's grappled up against the wall.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Action, bonus action, movement. I'm good there.
Okay. Reed, sir, it is your turn.
I grab my dagger. Move out here. All right. So I see guys pinning this guy, right?
Yep.
It's a halfling?
Yep.
Is the door open to
Their room?
Nikita's room? Yeah.
It's like cracked. It's like open about a foot.
Can I squeeze through there or no?
Oh, you can squeeze through or push through.
Like past guys and all that?
Yeah,
Okay.
because he's up against the wall there with the guy.
Okay.
And you're small.
Okay. Then I will attempt to burst through the door there.
Okay.
Please tell me the door just bashes one of them in the head.
We're right about there. So, okay. Reed, give me a strength roll, please.
Just a straight up ability check.
Yeah.
A 13.
Well, a 3. But Trumpet, what you see is the door fly open, slam this guy in the ass that Nikita has a hold of the arm, and he lunges forward on top of the pile, and you also notice the sword dig deeper into the guy's clavicle, doing more damage.
Oh, yeah!
Whoever that was, great work.
And
You're
now,
You're welcome.
Reed, what else would you like to do?
So it's like the door between me and the pile?
No, you slammed it open and you can get around it. So you could actually,
I'm more like there now?
yeah,
Or, okay.
we'd say you're more like kind of there. You get the idea.
Okay.
I'm going to leave this guy out just so that we can differentiate the two different ones that are on top of Nikita instead of the one that's underneath Nikita. Oh, excuse me. Underneath Nikita and Butt Trumpet. And what would you like? Now that you've completed your movement, Reed, what would you like to do?
Can I attempt to attack the guy
Yep.
on top of
Which one?
whichever one is
Okay.
more...
Probably the one you just you know what? You can get either one. You can get the one that seems to have a sword jammed in his clavicle, or the one that's on top of him with a dwarven hand pulling on his arm, holding the sword.
I guess I would think the guy holding the sword might be more dangerous, so I'll try
Okay.
to take it. A 14?
That hits.
Awesome. And since my friends are right here, I get sneak attack?
Well, let's see. You get it if your friends are next to the target, right? Does that include on top of, underneath of, and next to them all at the same time?
I think that's your call.
I would say yes. So yes, I'll say you get sneak attack.
Cool.
I am everywhere. You
10
cannot
points of
escape.
damage.
Okay. He is not looking very good as you take your dagger across his face.
Ooh.
Get off my friend! And then I will use cutting action to hop back onto
Bounce
the bed.
back because you're on top of the bed now. So, okay.
Yes.
But Trump, you see Reed come in, slam the door, pushing the guy on top of Nikita, jump onto the bed where you were, stab the guy, slash him in the face, and then bouncy back by the pillows where Nikita was.
What an entrance!
Now it is their
Welcome to
turn.
the party, pal!
Is Eldred joining the fun?
No one sees him as of yet.
Okay.
Eldred, you suck!
Wake up, goddammit!
The bunny killed him!
Oh shit! Can you imagine living through the sewers just to have Reed's bunny kill you? in your sleep?
Gaius says, yes, I can imagine that quite well, actually.
Whenever we get into
I wasn't
Eldritch
going to bring
Room,
it up, but
the buddy will be 300 pounds. Eldritch's nowhere to be found.
Dragging itself along the floor!
It burps and a magic missile comes out. Okay, so it's their turn. The one beneath you, Nikita, was trying to see if they could get free, but because they have multiple people on top of them, I gave them disadvantage, and they rolled a 2. So they're not going anywhere.
Good, excellent.
I will squish you into jelly.
The one on top of you...
Which one?
Oh, the first one. The one that's been on top of you the longest.
Okay.
The one with the sword now kind of digging into their neck and shoulder. They were trying to kind of get free of their own guy that you're holding in place. And they rolled a 9, so they're not going anywhere.
You hold still so Reed can stab you in the face more.
Now, the one that's holding the end of the sword was trying to break the grapple and rolled a 17. So roll a strength check to see if you hold on.
On the neck, on the sword, on
Any
the sword, on
advantage
the
or
arm,
anything?
on the arm, on the hand, on the hand, on the dwarf, in the dog pile.
That's a negative.
He is able to break the grapple and pull the sword free, and you see with a gout of blood spurt him pull the sword free, and the guy on top of you goes, "Ah!"
Burns, don't it?
The one between you and the wall, I forgot, you have had 3 of them on you, because there's the one between you and the wall. He rolled a 4. He's not going anywhere. Guy is, he rolled an 8 to break the grapple.
10.
Okay, so he's
He
not
stays
going
grappled.
anywhere. And this one comes up behind you and rolls a 15 to hit.
That strikes.
Okay. For a 5 points of damage as you get a sword in your back.
Ow. I turn around. Wait your turn. I'll kill him first. You're next.
Butt Trumpet is
What
your
is it?
turn.
Okay, the one that Nikita and I are both on top of, I'd like to take my dagger and slit his throat.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm going to go ahead and roll the hit.
dark.
15.
And roll me another 20-sider.
Lovely.
As if you were going to attack again.
11.
Okay. Okay, you don't, well, roll your damage.
6.
You get it partially, you get part of the throat and part of, like, up his jawline. And it's gouting blood, and you hear a scream, you hear a muffled scream from beneath your bottom as you're kind of, your back's to the wall, kind of, but you're still on top of him. And Nikita, from underneath you, you hear this muffled scream.
As he's gurgling, I whisper in his ear, "We were sleeping."
Nikita.
Which one is the most injured? Under me, wall me, or pulled back?
It's a close call between on top of you and pulled back. The obvious choice is on top of you because, you know, he's the one who's dripping all over you.
This isn't the nastiest thing I've had drip on me in the past day. That also sounds bad.
Yep.
At least it's not eating my flesh. Yeah, basically, unarmed strike against the one dripping on me.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of a pour, but, you know, it
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
I will say this. The one underneath you is prone, so you would have an advantage on an attack.
Ah.
So if you want to change your target and do another roll, I'll allow that, because I didn't share that with you.
That's okay. I also haven't used my action surge yet, if I'm allowed
Okay.
to do that.
Sure.
So I will do that, and then I will follow your recommendation.
Okay, so
and
roll with
attack the one
advantage.
underneath.
All right.
Yeah.
Roll me another 20-sider, please. Okay. You roll your damage. Oh, wait a minute. You're unarmed strike. So it was +3, correct? And it's double damage because it was a crit.
Yep.
So that's 5. You punch him right above the groin, and you hear a muffled, bubbling gasp, and you feel a surge of hot liquid go up your back as he does that.
That was uncalled
What was
for.
that?
And
What
Butt
was that
Trump,
about the worst thing that got poured on you?
so Butt Trump,
Still not there.
between you and Nikita, she strikes down, you see, in front of her, but you can't see the details, but he cries out in this bubbling, muffled sound, and as he does it, this surge of blood exits his throat, like upwards, like a little fountain between the two of you.
Old Faithful. I take the blood, like, I put my hand over it and, like, smear it down my face.
Oh my god.
You are becoming hardcore. I like this.
The butt trumpet you know is gone! I'm hardcore now!
What the hell is going on in the room?
Come join us and find out.
Not,
It's disgusting in here.
not really want to. Fucking getting weird in there. Or weirder.
You hear someone you're not sure say, "Come and play with us. Join us."
We all float here.
Okay, Gaius,
Dead
it
by
is
dawn, dead by dawn.
Red Goblet, Red Goblet. Gaius, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm going to continue to guide my hands
Okay,
to hit.
that hits.
That'll be 4 damage this time. That was good.
Okay.
And then my bonus action, I'm going to flick my fingers behind me over the shoulder of the guy who decided to stab me in the back, and spiritual weapon will appear behind him in the form of a dagger and try to stab him in the back. 9 doesn't hit, though, so it's just there now.
Okay.
That would have been a lot cooler if you hit spiritual weapon. The guy's just kind of like,
Who are you talking to?
You imagine the hilt of the blade just shrugging its shoulders in your mind.
yeah. It's like, yeah. Do better next time. And that's my turn.
Reed, it is your turn.
So the one that is in the doorway looking, is that what is that one doing?
The one that
that part of
was
the
in the
file?
doorway and got hit on top of Nikita, and the one on top of Nikita, and then kind of is regaining his footing as we speak.
So they're all on Nikita's spot right now.
Well, one seems to be... you don't know about the one underneath Nikita. You just know the two on top of her.
Okay.
And the one's trying to stand up from being on top of her.
I guess the same one I hit last time. I'm gonna move in and strike. And 11.
I'm afraid that just misses.
All right, and then I will bounce over there. You better get off my friend, or they're gonna drink your blood or something. I don't...
The one in the doorway kind of gives you a sideways glance that makes you... looks really nervous for a moment when you say that.
They're doing it. Look.
But... Butt Trump, as in your crazed state, you see Reed come in and go to stab the guy on top of Nikita, misses, bounces off the bed, kind of like John Belushi in Animal House, and then lands with a thud on the floor, kind of wide-legged with his hands out with the weapon, and just kind of is like, "You better leave my friends alone, or else they'll drink your blood."
They're doing it. Look.
It helps with the hangover since you woke us up.
Hair of the dog that bit ya!
That's right.
I...
Nikita goes, please, we prefer dwarf.
That's right. Hair of the dwarf hit you.
Okay. Nikita, the one underneath you isn't going anywhere. The one next to you is trying to turn around, and they're doing it. They're just not going to get a strike on you this turn because they're so pinned between all of you.
Yeah.
The one on top of you that's bleeding all over the place goes to strike down on you, and just the blade seems to go between the floorboards and kind of get stuck, and you're going to go, oh, fuck.
How are you missing me?
By rolling a 1. And the one whose arm you just released takes a shot and rolls an 18.
That would hit. See,
Okay.
like that. If you weren't bleeding as much, maybe you'd be more effective in combat.
6 points of damage, Nikita.
Balls.
The one who's looking to break the grapple, Gaius, rolled a 3.
Okie dokie. Let's see if stop that from happening. Grappled.
Still grappled?
Still
Yep.
grappled.
Okay. The one behind you rolls a 14.
Yes, that will sadly hit.
Okay. And then he moves behind you to try to get away from your spiritual weapon. He did 5 points of damage with his sword
Okie dokie.
as he kind of drags it across your back as he moves around you.
I'm gonna regret that, my boy. After I'm done pounding your face's friend into hamburger meat.
Okay, Satan's butt trumpet is your turn.
Evil,
Um,
evil, evil.
Oh, jeez.
I'd like to lunge at the one that's on top of Nikita and stab at them. 21.
Nice. Roll your damage.
4.
Who knew goblets get rage?
Get off my friend!
You lean forward, pressing your feet into the face of the one beneath you, lunge your dagger into its throat, opening it up as it just spurts all over you and slumps down on top of Nikita.
I'd like to nudge him off if I could.
That would probably be an action. I think because you're all of you are kind of in this small space between the end of the bed and the wall.
Okay, well, I'll just enjoy being covered in blood.
And this is why we're not a kids show.
Yeah.
Oh, just this. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything else but trumpet?
I'm good!
Okay. Nikita, you just get drenched with a whole new torrent of blood as the one on top of you just collapses, which seems to be freeing up the one against the wall a little bit.
Oh, can't have that. I don't have this feat like Gaius does, but can I use the dead one and whack him against the one on the wall?
Sure. Roll me a strength check.
This I can do.
I'm going to say that you kind of lift up floppy body, and we'll work it like an unarmed strike, and we'll do 5 points of damage on him. And you just kind of you hear like this smushing sound, and the blood just seems to pour out of the throat in a huge burst when you do it.
It's like that scene in Mad Max. Covered in blood, don't worry, it's not mine.
Anything else, Nikita?
I'm gonna shout again, any sign of Eldred or Viv or the Psycho Bunny?
What?
Gaius is in the face of this guy. He is pressed up against the wall. Now look, and he hears that and then turns his head and says, "What?"
You heard me. The devil. Bunny.
Sometimes I wish I don't.
Oh, wait till you see me then.
13 to continue to punch the guy against the wall that I have grappled.
That works. That hits.
Be 5 more to him. Spiritual weapon's gonna just through us, get behind the guy who tried to run him, and it's gonna swipe at him.
Okay.
I'm assuming 13 also hits that gentleman.
Yes.
He will take 8 force damage.
From over your shoulder, you hear a grunt and a ugh.
Hey, way to go, SW!
In your head, you'd like to believe that the hilt's saluting you.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely all in my imagination.
Anything else, Gaius?
Bonus action. Not really moving anywhere, so yeah, I'm good to go.
Reed, it is your turn.
I move in to take a swipe at this guy. An 11. Damn it.
That misses, unfortunately.
Is Gaius in the doorway right behind him there?
You can kind of see the door's kind of like getting pushed almost shut again. It's not all the way shut by the guy who was on top of Nikita, who has stood up and backed up, bounced, like bumping back into the door and pushing it slowly, almost closed again.
I'm going to bounce back onto the bed.
Okay.
That's my cunning action. I think that's about all I can do at the moment. Yep.
Gaius, give me a perception check, please.
All right, Perceptionis. 11.
11. You hear a door open and like something said groggily. You just can't make it out.
Eldred, half legs again. That's you, Eldred. Or Viv? Viv, oh. Where's Viv? She's the more competent one.
You hear a door shut
she
again.
Was blacked out drunk. No, I was kidding, you ass. Get out of here.
He uses mage hand to flip you off.
Exactly.
Incorporeal, can't see it. Don't even know if that's true or not.
God, gee. The halfling beneath you, Nikita, rolled a 4 to try to get out from under you again.
You have some
He likes
shitty
where he's at.
luck, son.
Now, the one that was pinned between you and the wall has turned around and takes a swipe and rolls a 15.
That would hit.
Okay. And that's for 6 points of damage as he is able to kind of slice you a kind of right across the chest.
Ow!
And the one whose arm you were holding on to rolled a 12. Does that hit?
Yes.
For 2 points of damage. Gaius, the one that you have grappled rolled a 12.
All right. Let's see. 19. He's sticking around up against the wall there. Nah, not your turn yet, bro. As I'm just slowly just piling fists into his face.
Okay. And the one that's been trying to get you in the back rolled a 5. You just kind of feel the blade move what's left of just grazes some of the patchy beard on your face and kind of shaves it down just a tiny little bit.
I didn't pay for a shave tonight.
And Butt Trumpet of Death, it is your turn again.
The one who is stabbing at Nikita, I'd like to cast poison spray and aim like right at his face. So he needs you need to succeed a Constitution saving throw of 13. Please. This is the first time I'm doing this.
A 2, I assume, does not save.
No, the fuck it doesn't. That's gonna be 10 points of damage, my guy.
Okay.
In the face.
I'm so done. Get around.
Now here's the question. I'm going to say, because it says puff, that it's not an AoE spell. This guy starts gagging and coughing.
That's right. Imagine that.
Did your hand just
all the
fart on him?
time. We've been in the sewers for so long, surrounded by poop.
Talking
This ain't nothing.
Says the little goblet with a handprint of blood across their face.
Uruk short.
I don't know if Reed's going to be able to go back to sleep if we win this.
Anything else but trumpet?
I'm good. I made my point.
Okay. Nikita.
The dead one, does it have any weapons on it?
Yes, it had a short sword and a dagger on its belt.
Can I take both in one action or just one?
You can take one in an action.
All right, I will take the short sword then, but that means I don't attack.
Correct.
Right?
I'm just going to need you to roll dexterity check on that because it is tight quarters. The dagger, I would say you would get no problem. The short sword,
Okay.
as long as it'll be a low DC, but I'm going to have you roll a dexterity check on that.
No worries.
Okay. I set that at 10, so you got it.
Nice.
You got the short sword.
Excellent. I would like to use second wind, my bonus action, get some health back.
Okay.
Furtively. The blood of the evil halflings has made me stronger.
The fuck is going on in there?
Help, guys!
Yes. Good. Good.
Turning to the dark side.
I'm worried because I'm a halfling.
I said evil. I said evil.
I swear,
I
I
look
want
at
your
Reed.
guys'
Yeah,
side.
don't worry, Reed. You're safe with us.
Yes.
You have a little something on your face there.
With the bloody hand, I like try to wipe it away and like smear it around. Did I get it?
Yeah, no, it's getting worse.
Gaius, sir.
Yes, my turn. Will continue the pummeling of the one grappled's face.
Okay.
14.
Yep.
That will be 6 more damage.
You punch him in the face. As his head is back against the wall, you hear wood crack and the front of his face just collapses beneath your hand.
Oh.
And he just slumps to the ground.
Yep. Let him go. Turn and just like crack my neck. Got the guy. SW. You know what to do, little buddy. At which point it will spiritual weapon stab for 16.
Oh, that definitely hits. And by the way, when you crush this guy's face, you yourself got a good face full of brain matter, skull bits, and
Of
gore.
course.
So
Good thing you don't have a beard, right?
I'm just like with the one hand that's not was used for hitting. I was just like, oh god, duh. Oh god, was that one of his teeth? Spiritual weapon, kill the other one. And other guy gets 9 stabby stab damage or force damage.
okay.
No, it's stabby stab.
Stabby stab force damage.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Action, bonus action. I think I'm good right where I'm at.
Okay. A frightened Reed is bouncing up and down on the bed. The bouncing is
My
not.
happy place.
The bouncing is not quite as enthusiastic as it initially was, and the look of somewhat horror on his face kind of just.
There will be no more sleeping tonight. Is there there's a dead one?
Yep.
Where's that one at? On Nikita still?
There's
Or under
kind
Nikita?
of slumped between Nikita and the wall.
Okay. So the one in front of the doorway on the map is still...
Yes.
I move in to attack. I think it's better if you let me kill you instead of let them get to you.
No mercy!
I get to reroll. Reroll.
Well, yeah, re-roll, and as long as it's not another one, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
18.
That hits.
Old halfling's luck.
And I'm still getting
He's the
sneak
only
attack,
one.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, there's no other lucky halflings here tonight. 12 points of damage.
Okay. You run your
Killed the
short
dis-
sword through him,
Dagger.
goes right through him, and lodges itself in the door. Gaius, the door to the room slams shut behind you, and you hear like a clunk as it does so.
Guys?
Just push it open.
Sorry, I got one more.
Can I... Is my...
Well, hurry
my
up
dagger-
then!
My dagger stuck to the door?
Is that what you were using?
A dagger, yes. Dagger.
Oh, I thought you were using a short sword. I'm sorry.
No, my short sword is destroyed.
Okay.
It's gone.
The dagger goes into his throat, and you slam him against the door, which slams shut. And then he just slumps to the floor, blocking the door.
Take a step back here, and that's the end of that turn.
From behind you, Gaius, you hear, Gaius, duck!
And I duck.
And you feel the back of your neck and the top of your head get very warm as this fan of flame goes over top of you and hits the guy in front of you, who then slumps to the ground on fire, which is licking up the door as you speak.
Well, happy to see you. I see you've also woken. I'm guessing by the amount of halflings that they're trying to capture Butt Trumpet again. Just a guess.
Is that what's going on?
I don't know. The hooting and hollering were coming for.
Okay.
You hear Reed yell out, "It's a murder fest in here!"
One night of sleep. That's all I really wanted. There's going to be so much paperwork after this. That lady's really not going to like us.
Which one?
Captain What's-Her-Face.
Ah,
Captain Elf Lady. The one you don't like.
hey, it's mutual.
You're having this conversation through the door?
Yeah, why not?
The door that is, the flames are licking up towards the ceiling as we speak.
Oh, balls. I try to put it out.
Okay.
Oh, that door.
And how do you do that?
Magic. I believe I have magic for this. Well, I could try patting it out, or I could create water.
Okay. It's looking, it's like actually beginning to, looks like it might be catching on the door jamb a little bit. And it's getting closer to the ceiling, and it's a little bit more than a patting out at this point because you were talking as it was just kind of engulfing more of the door.
Well, shit.
Okay, so it's just going to rain inside for a little bit. Sorry. At which point,
Appreciate the warning.
guy's just flicks a little bit of wine off his. It looks like wine flicks off his fingertips, and then a gentle rain in a 30-foot cube area just starts to fall.
Okay.
You know, this would actually really come
and
in
the
handy
moment-
in a lot of other buildings.
And the moment that the fire is put out, I cut the spell short, so that's not like flooding the area. Or anything.
Okay. Reed, you looking at the guy you just killed as he slumped to the ground, you notice his hair is starting to steam, and that there's like some smoke coming from between the door jamb and the door, and then you just hear whoosh, and from beneath the door and from beneath his dead body comes this puddle of water that enters into the room that's just kind of part water, part swirling blood.
Oh my gosh! I think the
got
Schmist has
it.
found us.
The schmist.
We're all good out here.
And you've got a good a large puddle of water outside with you, Gaius.
Well, a lot better than the building burning down.
The fire is definitely out, although there are some scorch marks on the door.
Wish we could buff that out.
Prestidigitate that away, I think. Minor illusion? I don't know.
Eldred says, I think I have something that might actually work and might actually be permanent. We'll see.
Oh, that's good.
I'll have to wait till the morning to do it, though.
Oh, yeah. No, this is still, Hey, are all the halflings dead where you guys are at?
I'm still alive.
No, I meant the other ones. The bad ones.
What about the one I was sitting on? Is he dead?
Oh, he's dead, and Butt Trump is just kind of sitting on him, and he's just not moving.
Excellent.
So, guys, do you go into the room?
Yeah.
It takes a little bit. You have to push. Something's blocking the door.
Could you... I'm assuming it's a corpse. Could you move the corpse away from the door? Anyone?
I will do that if I
The
can.
door corpse thing? Yeah.
Okay, Reed pulls
the
the
dorps?
The dorps.
Sure.
The,
That one.
The door opens and Gaius squeezes through, and Gaius, what you see is between the bed and the wall, you see one corpse that got pulled over from behind the door. You see Nikita with two corpses laying on top of her. Behind her, you see Butt Trumpet breathing heavily with a weird look in their eye and blood smeared all over their face. And you look over and Reed has a very strange look on his face that's wild-eyed as well. And from behind you, also coming into the room, you have Eldred going, "What the fuck?"
And I'm grinning like an idiot, as usual.
Okay. Well,
Oh, hi!
so
So,
this is
Rainy
a
Beth
thing.
again.
Yeah, Gaius goes back out into the hallway, drags the two other bodies, and just kind of like throws them in the room. He's like, at least they're all in
Which
one
room?
spot for the moment. Your room.
and guess what? I'm not sorry.
That's
Okay.
my butt drum.
We'll deal with that in a minute.
Did
Gaius
they come
pulls a
in through the
stool, just kind of
window?
like sits down.
We
Question.
don't know. We woke up with noises. One was trying to grab Butt Trumpet. I think one was
Yeah,
at
a
the
couple of
window,
them.
but
Okay.
And we were just
First
having
off, anyone-
none of it.
Anyone hurt?
a little bit. But
Nikita's taken some blows.
what time of night is it? How
Serious?
much more sleeping can we do?
We're not
It's-
sleeping with a bunch of corpses in here. This is the thing we got to deal with.
Yeah, that, after the corpses.
We should probably check on Viv.
Yes.
This
Where?
is true.
Okay. Reed, check the window, see if that's what they used. You're also the sneaky one, so just see how they got into the building. One of us can go check on Viv. Some of us check the bodies for stuff, I guess. And Nikita, you said you're fine, or do you want some healing?
A little bit. Just to be
Okay.
couldn't hurt.
I'll check on Viv. I want to see if she'll be proud of me.
I'm sure she will.
Butt Trumpet gets up and goes out the door, and you notice that Butt Trumpet is like covered head to toe in blood. And even as they start walking, they start trailing little bloody goblet footprints until they hit the puddles and splash out into the hallway.
Oh.
Watch your step. It could get slippy.
You've been healed for 12, Nikita, so if that's more than enough,
Elsa, thank you very much.
no problem.
Reed, the window is wide open, like someone opened it, and so that is obviously one of the ways they got in.
Okay. So it looks like they came in the window, but if they were in the hallway, they might have also come from another direction.
Mm-hmm.
This makes sense.
We should check
Should
the
we
rest of the
start searching
building.
their bodies?
Yes, do that too. Search the bodies.
Okay. On the bodies, you find each of them had a short sword and a dagger. One of them had a grappling hook, which, by the way, Reed, is still attached to the roof of outside the window, with a long length of rope. We'll say 50 feet.
Okay.
You find 35 gold pieces, 12 silver pieces, and 22 copper pieces, and a folded up slip of paper. Sheet of paper, actually.
Are they wearing any armor, Paul? Or
Yeah, leather armor.
all right, taking that off.
We could at least sell it since it won't fit us.
Yep.
Exactly.
How many bodies are there? I
5.
was in the other room. 5. Okay. All right. So we got 5 leather, 5 short swords, 5 daggers.
5 daggers.
I would like a
I will
short
take
sword,
a
please.
dagger. Oops, sorry, go ahead.
Just a short sword. That's what...
And I will take a dagger.
Was it Nikita? Was it
I
the
still have a
dagger you
hammer.
gave me that I was using? Was that you who gave me that?
How did
Yeah.
it go?
It worked very well. Thank you.
Thanks.
You want it back, or you want me to? No?
It's yours now.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
I never actually used it, so you have christened it.
You
It's
you
sharp. It
notice
works well.
Nikita is pretty much smeared all over with blood as well, although not as deliberately as Butt Trumpet was.
Yeah.
Butt Trumpet, you
Mine's
get
more
down
Jackson.
to Viv's door, and you knock on it, and you hear,
Viv, are you okay?
I'm just trying to rest. My head hurts.
Sorry, but just know that we were attacked by a group of halflings. We destroyed them. I am covered in blood. You would be very proud.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
I'll see you in the morning.
And I toddle on back.
Okay. You make it back into the room.
What a miss.
I got a short sword.
Do you need a short sword or dagger? We have lots.
Ooh. A dagger's probably all I can carry.
Also, so you know, all of you give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh!
Okay. All of you, when you woke up, had massive headaches. But the minute you got into combat, you seemed to forget about them. And now you notice that all of your heads, except for Butt Trumpet, you feel rosy and you're ready to go. You're like roaring. You're wired, as a matter of fact. The rest of you you don't necessarily have a headache, but it's kind of that feeling if you've been kind of working on the computer all day, or you've been working on a paper all day or something where your brain just feels hazy. That's how the rest of you feel.
How is
Well,
Viv?
She is just sleeping away. She's fine. Well, you know. Drunk, but fine.
Probably best she stayed in bed then.
Yeah.
yeah. First time drinking, you don't want to fight immediately afterwards.
No.
Anywho, I guess
So how do we clean this up?
Oh.
Do we get Betty or somebody?
prestidigitation. Well, for one, we definitely got to tell somebody in charge that we killed a bunch of people in our rooms. I mean, unless somebody knows a spell to get rid of bodies. By trumpet.
No, I haven't figured that one out yet.
No.
We could test Reed's bunny, see if it eats them.
That's horrifying, but no. No, we don't want to make it bigger. Because what if it does? Then what? I say we definitely use, we clean up the hallway. What did the paper say that we got off of them?
Wait a minute, what did you say, Reed?
I could go see if Seamus is downstairs or somebody.
Okay. So you go to check, see if someone's downstairs?
Yeah, unless somebody stops me and tells me otherwise.
Okay. So Reed goes to check downstairs for somebody. Gaius, you look at the paper. The paper appears to be a roughly drawn map of the second floor with Nikita and Butt Trumpet's room marked with a star. And scribbled on it, it says, they will be here for a day or so. This is its room.
What does it say, guys?
Oh, and at the very bottom, it like scribbled like even quicker. It looks like real hastily. It says, "Tonight would be best."
Flip the paper around. Well, looks like somebody sold us out, or at least Butt Trumpet.
I think Seamus. He tried to get us drunk. Well, he did get us drunk. And ask how long we were
didn't
staying.
stop.
Yeah.
Well,
Reed went downstairs to find someone. Should I go after him?
yes, please.
Okay.
He might
I am
need a
also
little
covered in
backup.
blood, though. Or can I get
Oh, you know what?
Presty fucky butties so I don't drag blood everywhere?
Eldred says, "Sure, what you said," and basically does some stuff, and he's able to clean up the blood on your clothes and everything, but you still have it smeared on your face and around your scalp and everything, faintly.
Yeah.
You
That's
look better.
better than nothing.
You look better.
Spasiba. I'll go toddling
I
after
should prob-
Reed, make sure he's...
Okay, I'm
I
going
should
to
probably also get some prestidigerido.
Okay, let me go get my didge and I'll be right back. I am a little worried it might wake everyone up, though, if this hasn't.
Are you kidding me? We was literally pounding someone's head into the wall until it broke an open envelope.
Eldred goes, "I know, it's what woke me up."
Hey, apparently the shouting didn't work. Yeah. Twofer. One guy gone, woke up Eldred.
By the way, Paul, Reed is in pajamas wearing a short sword and has a dagger in his hand.
Okay.
His footies?
His footy pajamas, yes.
With his new short sword strapped around his waist.
Yeah.
Does the teddy bear have a
Guy-
dagger?
Possibly.
Toothpick.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, so I'm going to deal with Reed with the downstairs. Reed,
Yes.
you kind of flop with your footy pajamas down the stairs slowly. You get down into the main part of the. So you go down there and it's empty. There are no lights on except the front door seems to be cracked open. You can see some lantern light from outside, from a street lantern, kind of just cracking through the door. And give me a perception check.
6.
Okay. Other than the front door being open, you don't hear anything. But then again, you're kind of frightened from everything you've just experienced.
Yeah, nobody behind the bar, right?
No one's behind the bar. No one's in here at all.
That is there like a hallway to the back?
Yes.
And any light down there or anything?
Okay, so you turn around towards the kitchen.
I glanced down there, yeah.
You turn around and you see a meat cleaver like towards your face, just standing there with the old woman, Mrs. Wiggins, holding it and goes, "Oh, for goodness sake." She goes, "I heard something. What? There's no bacon yet, sweetie. I just got in."
We were attacked in our rooms. Well,
What?
We kind of had a battle upstairs.
What, amongst
I was
yourselves?
No. These it's like a gang. I think they were trying to maybe take Butt Trumpet.
They're trying to steal the little blue friend?
Well, they tried. I think they're all dead. I think
Oh.
we kind of took care of them. But there's a mess upstairs, and I'm worried there was more people maybe down here. I was coming to tell somebody.
The front door is open. Could go shut that for me, will you, love?
Absolutely.
Okay. You do that. And she appears to be thinking for a moment and says, when you come back, says, "Where are the bodies now?"
They're upstairs.
Like where upstairs? Are they in the hallway? Are they in a room? What are they all over the place?
Some of them might be in pieces. I don't know.
Where are the pieces, love?
I think they're in Nikita's room.
Okay, so all of them are in there. Is there any mess in the hallway, or is it just all in the room?
Oh, there's probably mess in the hallway too. Should
Okay.
I call the guards maybe?
You could. I wouldn't recommend it.
How come?
You've got a mess up there now. You invite the guards, it might get messier. So, the Fastidious is a jerk. The captain of the guard in this district, he's a jerk, and he likes to create problems. And I don't know. I mean, do what you will. Butterbeer won't be too thrilled to have the guards in here. He doesn't. They're not real welcome here. You'll notice there aren't a lot of guards that drink in here. But tell you what, hold on a second. And she goes back into the kitchen. Comes back out after about 5 minutes with 2 buckets of soapy water and 2 mops, hands them to you, and says, "The hallway is the priority. Clean up the hallway so none of the other guests see anything. There aren't many tonight. You lot are about it. We have 1 or 2 people, but it was an old couple, so if they didn't wake up, then they're probably sleeping like stones, is my experience.
Oh, okay.
Keep the bodies all together. If you have sacks or backpacks or anything like that, but keep them all together and all the body parts and stuff. But here, take the buckets and the mops and just clean up." And she then throws a bunch of towels over your shoulder as well. And
Okay.
I got a note from Betty, it looks like, when I came in. I was just reading it when I heard you. You're lucky I didn't take your head off, by the way. It looks like our bartender quit last night, and so she let Mr. Butterbeer know he's going to be in a little later this morning, probably in another hour or so. I'll let him know, and we'll take it from there, see what he wants to do, okay?
Okay. I'll let Gaius and Nikita everybody know what's going on.
You got it. Okay, take these buckets and mops and towels up.
Okay.
Okay, after a little while, okay, the rest of you, do you do anything else while you're talking or anything up there?
I mean, like I said, I dragged the other bodies back in, and I guess I'm kind of like taking already like wet towels and just kind of like squeegeeing the worst of it out of the hallway.
Okay. Okay, Nikita and Butt Trumpet, you see Eldred all of a sudden, like, his eyes go wide for a minute, and he goes, huh, hold on. And he goes out into the hallway. And he says, guys, can you move over a little bit?
Shovels over.
And he starts kind of passing his hands over the doorway and the jamb where it's burnt. And it takes a little while. The black starts to turn to brown, and he's doing it, and if you look really closely, it kind of looks like burnt wood, but from a distance it just looks like the grain's a little different than regular wood.
Wow.
He goes, I don't know that I can do anything about the burning smell, but at least this will take care of this.
I thought you said I need myself, and I did what?
Oh, no. Muted, sorry.
It's okay.
After a while, you see Reed come around the corner with 2 buckets filled with soapy water, 2 mops, and a stack of towels across his shoulders. As he
got a new job.
As he kind of flops with his footy pajamas that are a little bit soggy and floppy because he's been spilling some of the water as he came up the stairs.
Those are going to have mildew if you don't wash them.
Was anyone downstairs? I assume someone was downstairs because that was just way too.
Yeah,
that's good.
The mop lady gave me these, but she said
mop
Butterbeer's
lady?
coming. The mop lady, yeah. She said Butterbeer will be in like an hour, and maybe we should see what he wants to do. Apparently,
you
Seamus
mean about
quit
the bodies?
last night.
Oh,
Yes.
well, that kind of
and
makes
about
sense.
calling the guard. And I thought maybe I should go tell the guard, but she recommended we wait. So
Seamus
yeah, you know what?
Seamus
Well,
quit, I
we
guess,
did.
yeah.
There was that note with the very well-drawn map of where people were, and either it's just the weirdest coincidence ever. Yes. So, let's cleaning montage, I guess, real quick, right? Some chippies 80s music as we're just like, yeah, as there's just a pile of corpses in the room. Rolling the bodies up in the plastic wrap.
Okay, you all of a sudden you hear some Oingo Boingo playing, and it gets you all going with the beat, and you're able to clean up, and you know, and then you get a montage of the Breakfast Club soundtrack, and you find yourself kind of dancing together as you're cleaning the floor, and
taking the hand of a corpse and gently like slapping another one on the face. Be like, haha.
What are we
The
going to do
look
with the
of horror
bodies?
on ourselves, like, what have we done?
I think we're going to have to talk to Butterbeer if there's a way to get rid of them quietly, or I mean, do we have bags or
it's a
something?
pigsty nearby.
Any hefty bags?
It'd be great if we
My
had
dad
this.
and your dad
I've
could
heard of this
have-
magical device called a bag of holding that you could just literally stuff a bunch of stuff in. God, that'd be so
kidding.
convenient to get rid of bodies. Yeah, it's like almost bottomless. There wasn't a well and dry well nearby, or
Elder goes, yeah, Gaius used to have one.
No
hold
kidding.
it.
What happened?
at a back. When the hell did I have that?
Well, your group had it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I didn't have that.
Nikita.
One of those great things that disappeared when my fellow adventurers left. High and dry.
Nikita, you know what would be really funny? If we
What's
put
that?
all the bodies in Viv's room, so when she wakes up, she thinks she killed all those people.
While that is
Maybe-
funny, it is also kind of mean. So I'm going to say no.
Oh, okay. All right.
We probably
From the-
shouldn't move
from
them
the-
any more than we need to.
from the from the perspective of somebody that has to deal with psychological trauma on a regular basis, you don't want to do that to your folks. I
Nikita,
won't say it's not funny, but I'm also going to say no.
Nikita, as Reed was saying that, you saw Eldred's eyes go wide and a big smile on his face, and then you were like, yeah, it is kind of mean, and you guys was saying, traumatic there, he was like, oh. You saw his face kind of go kind of one of those, yeah, there's a point, kind of thought, so just...
Cheshire grin.
Eldred had a wonderful, awful idea.
Okay, so you're cleaning up, you're mopping up, you're doing everything you can to kind of make things up, make things look better, and you have...
Hanging a painting with a hole in the wall that I drilled someone's head in.
There's a knock at the door as you're all in Butt Trump and Nikita's room.
Who is it?
You see Butterbeer looking very tired, and he has a big stack of something in his arms.
Oh, Mr. Butterbeer, come on in. Close the door behind him.
Okay. He looks around and goes, I'm gone for I don't even know, a week, and this is... Jesus Christ.
We were attacked. It wasn't our fault.
We woke up to this.
Okay, do you have a plan?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
Well,
We were hoping you did.
Okay. You see in his arms a large stack of sacks. Tosses them on the bed, says, bundle everything up. I'll send up some more sheets or whatever to wrap things up first so they don't seep through the bags. They'll come right up. Let me know when it's all done, and I'll take care of it from there. I'm going to bill you for it, though. It's probably not going to be cheap. But
I know.
I mean, this is a full-service place, I'm now realizing.
Yeah, well, these aren't services I advertise.
No kidding.
No, I could see why not.
Reed told us that Seamus had quit, and we think he was the one that sold us out.
I wasn't, I was just looking for anyone. He was one of the first people to come through, and he said he worked at the Bucket of Blood, so I figured he probably was not bad, so...
No, that's not accusing you. I'm just letting you know. Maybe we could deliver these sacks to him?
No, that's too much work, and I'm not even going to play that game, because that could go wrong in so many ways. If you want me to take care of it, I can get it taken care of, but I'm not playing the dog turd on the step with knocking and running.
All good.
He wishes it was a dog turd.
Yes, please, Butterbeer. Appreciate the effort in making this problem kind of just go away.
Next time, try not to kill anybody before I have my coffee, okay?
Well...
What exact time would that be?
He just shakes his head and walks out of the room.
Just checking! What happens?
I bet he wished he took a longer vacation.
Yes. I'm glad to see he's feeling better, though, mostly.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually communicating, which is nice, instead of that weird, quiet, staring off into the distance.
After a little bit, you have another knock on the door.
Who is it?
It's Betty.
Okay. I open the door and let her in and close the door.
Okay. She doesn't come in. She just has her arms out, and it's a bunch of sheets and tarps and stuff like that. So Mr. Butterbeer said you'd know what to do with these, so I'm not asking.
No, don't.
Probably best.
I'll take them from her.
Okay.
Body wrapping montage.
Body wrapping montage.
Okay. The music for this montage has changed from the Breakfast Club and the Happy Oingo Boingo and everything. It's a lot more Bauhaus and Sisters of Mercy and, Skinny Puppy and a lot of dark wave stuff. So
all of the halflings dead. They're dead. They're dead.
Still one here, and I think he's getting more worried.
Reed just sinks into the corner a little bit.
By the way, when Butterbeer came in and was talking to you, He just seemed kind of blank-faced, except every now and then his eyes would kind of go to the side to where Butt Trumpet was, who still has her face smeared with blood, by the way, and her clothes smeared with blood. So it's like just uncomfortably as he's talking to you, just every now and then the eyes would shift over to Butt Trumpet.
Oh yeah, we should definitely clean
Crispy
up.
fucking weapons.
Prestidigerido.
Ah, what she said. They said.
Okay. Eldred kind of takes care of your potato sack and cleans that up. You still kind of have a faint smear, a faint sheen of redness to your face, though, and your hands.
A reminder.
What?
It's good for the skin, too, I hear.
Of the time BT went total psycho.
Little blue
Never
gummy
wake
with
us
a
up from a
red
dead
right hand.
Reed goes over by Gaius and just kind of quietly, so that nobody else could hear, just says, I think she breathed poison on somebody too.
I mean, I do a lot of bad things to people. Remember when I turned people into craisins? That was wild.
Did you put them on a salad?
You can't
And
hear
what
this.
dressing specifically?
Neither of you can hear this.
We're too busy cackling and being evil.
Yeah.
I will take some of the
Listen,
Body
just
wrapping
chalk it up to
material
them being a little.
body wrapping material that is clean, and I will start scrubbing her face with the soap and water.
Okay. That does the trick. So what else? What
Just-
else are you
How do
going to
I
do
go?
now?
I'm going to clean myself up and
Okay.
then finish. Like once the bodies are all taken care of, just do a complete once over of myself. Anybody else? Remove as much evidence as possible. Let
Clean up.
Butterbeer know that the packages are ready to be
Delivered.
Disposed.
removed.
Well, they aren't yet because you've been focusing mostly on yourself and everything. Because here's the problem.
Oh, no. Oh, I thought I said I was going to wrap them all up first
Okay.
and then clean myself.
Yeah, I thought we
My
had a
mistake.
body wrapping montage.
Yeah,
No, it was a cleaning montage. Oh, I guess it is a body wrapping montage. Because
body
what
wrap
you
montage.
some of the problems you find is full halflings won't fit in the sacks.
So I gotta kind of like
How Stephen King.
bend them,
Yeah,
like
Ugh.
yeah.
how flexible is a halfling?
Well, rigor mortis hasn't set in yet, so you're okay.
Excellent.
Quick, bend
Yeah,
them
so
all.
just kind of like jam them in head first, and then just kind of like
Okay,
fold the legs in. However,
okay.
I've
like
heard of
put my-
firebenders
it's
and
like
waterbenders.
you ever have a bag full of leaves and you grab the two ends and you put your foot in the bag of leaves and you just like kind of pushing them in deeper.
Do the leaves go squish?
If they're wet.
Yeah.
It's wet.
Okay. So you've got these things bagged up. They look lumpy. They look. They've been wrapped in sheets and tarps. They've been stuck into the large sacks, which probably held flour, potatoes, and things like that. So they're fairly sturdy.
You are now for a better purpose.
And
I do. Reed will tell everybody. By the way, they said there's only one other couple people in one room, so we only got to hide from one room if we're taking them out the hallway.
What does the window look out on here?
the back alley.
Ah,
I mean, we
Perfect.
could just.
I mean, there is a
Wow.
rope hanging there still. I didn't go get that yet.
With the grappling hook.
Mm-hmm.
just lower them down one at a time. I don't want these things to pop like very bad water balloons.
Eldred says, "Well, wait. Before we do any of that,
We'll
I
ask
mean-
Butt Trumpet, or we'll ask Butterbeer. Too many
Okay.
bees.
Don't ask me.
Don't worry. Wasn't planning on it. I'm very tired.
Okay, so does someone go to talk to Butterbeer or what?
I'll after the body bagging, clean myself off, make sure I check. Basically, Gaius has been in the equivalent of like fantasy gym shorts the entire time because he just woke up and came in here. Has literally just been fighting.
The rest of you
In
noticed
shorts.
that Gaius, as he was fighting all of this, was wearing white shorts that came up way too high on his thighs, white knee socks with a purple and green stripe at the top of them, and a matching headband and a netting tank top.
No netting tank top. I will allow everything else but the netting tank top. I will go shirtless, sir.
Okay.
The netting tank tops, they chafe the nipples.
Okay. The football.
Is that a wine charm nipple piercing?
You don't know.
The white T-shirt of the '80s football player that's cut off just below the chest.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Crop top.
A crop top, yeah. And with Gaius's when he turns to go out to talk to Butterbeer, you do notice, because Gaius is a rather solid guy, you do notice a little bit of side boob.
Yeah. It's called a peck, sir. Pectorals.
So, guys, you go downstairs. People are starting to come in and have breakfast, and some people are even coming in to start to drink. You walk downstairs, a number of faces turn to look at you and kind of look you up and down, and Butterbeer's behind the bar.
Half of them kind of go, ugh, and the other half go,
That's about all I can ask for.
Yep.
He says,
Butterbeer. Well, whatever that thing.
he puts a
care
finger up. He puts a finger up to hush it for a minute. Says, Betty, can you take the
okay.
bar for just a moment? It won't be too long. And she says, sure. And he comes out, takes you by the shoulder, and leads you into a little room next to on the far side of the steps. It's a private room. He comes in, shuts the door, looks at you, and says, "Done."
Done.
Okay. Little later this morning. Keep an eye out. Keep the window open. Keep an eye out. A cart with a gray horse with black spots is going to back down the alley and place itself underneath the window. You'll notice it's the proper cart because it's a pretty good sized one, but it's going to have wooden panels on all four sides that go up. When I used in a previous life, I used to do business with this person. He owes me a favor, but I also owe him money. So when he does that, just check up and down the alley, make sure the coast is clear. When it is, just put it out the window and please get in the cart because I don't want to have to clean up the alley. And he'll take it from there.
Okay.
And I'll take care of paying him, and you'll take care of paying me.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Well,
That seems like a good place to call it a night.
with disposal of a bunch of halflings.
There you go.
Golden halfling.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone, thank you very much for joining us. Tune in next week to see what happens if the bodies hit the cart or if the bodies hit the floor. To see what the friends do next. We'll see you next week. Same Grognard time, same Grognard channel. And please, give us a follow here on Twitch. Give us a subscribe on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up. Anything helps. Everything helps, especially if you like what we're doing and you want to see more. This will help us to do so. And no matter what you do, no matter where you go, and no matter who you're with, please remember, be kind.